Do you need hope? Do you need someone to believe that tomorrow doesn't have to be exactly like today? And that whatever downward spiral or loop that you're in that keeps bringing about results in your life that you don't want, it doesn't have to stay that way. I'm Brenda Florida, certified life coach, and this channel is about, real topics and real growth and real life, which means right now when I'm recording this, the fires are still burning and people are still evacuating and trying to recover from the fires here in Southern California. And whatever else is happening where you live or where you are whenever you're hearing this, or just in your own life. I want to tell you a story about possibility, and it's my story, a part of my life that was very challenging. I was in a big downward spiral professionally and so financially. I'm single, have been for a long time. I'm not a trust fund baby, and I don't have deep pockets. So when I took a big leap of faith and invested myself, my time, and the resources I had in my business, it didn't work out very well. And after about a year and a half, I really thought I was going to close my business. I remember writing in my journal, because it was on my birthday, that's why I remember it, that who was I kidding, kind of a thing. I don't even have a business. I didn't have any clients at the time. And so even though I'd had clients and some reasons to believe I would continue to again, in that moment, I didn't. And so you know what that's like, right? And then your mind is just coming at you with all these hard truths that it thinks are so important for you to recognize, all the times you failed before. And, of course, my mind was not reminding me of all my successes. I've had many successes professionally and financially in my life, and I wasn't thinking about any of them that morning, right? I was just feeling the despair, the discouragement, because I had been working really hard on my business for a year and a half, and it was like everything I tried, just didn't work. And so it's not like I got burned out after a month of trying. No. I mean, I was putting my all in it to the point that I gave up my home. I was couch surfing and staying in Airbnbs and things like that because I didn't have a place to live. I had my stuff in storage and I had my car. And so it was a very, very, very difficult time. So, I'm about a year and a half into it. It's my birthday. I'm journaling. I'm like, I just have to get real. I don't have a business. It's time to just, give up basically. And maybe I'll regroup and try again, in the future. Which was heartbreaking to me because I love coaching. I love my business. Like, this is the thing that I know I am here to do in the world. And so you might relate to that. I mean, it's not like just because we know what our passion and purpose is, it means it's smooth sailing and works every time, right? So whether it's that or something in your life that's just so not going how you thought it would, maybe it's your relationship, your romantic relationship, whether you're married or partnered or whatever. It could be that. It could be a business. It could be your career trajectory. It could be something to do with, your family, your kids, a new chapter in your life, and you don't even know where to start. Like, we all have these big moments in our lives where we're really at a turning point. And I love, of course, coaching people through those things because I've had a lot of them in my life. So back to this one. I decide I'm, time to give up, get real, and give up on my business. And so I started looking back. I had been in real estate for many years before. I go start looking for jobs. And, I stir up some stuff pretty quickly because, again, it's an area I have a lot of contacts in. I'm interviewing. Now, meanwhile, just so you can picture this, it's Pennsylvania in the winter. It's like January and February. This was in 2021. So COVID is about to shut us down. But of course, none of us realized that in January and February here in the US. And so my car, which I love, but something was wrong and the heat wasn't working. And so here I'm doing interviews and I'm driving places where I'm driving to the train station because it's cheaper to get the train into Philly than it was to drive and park once I'm downtown. Also, my heat didn't work in my car, so I had an Afghan in my car and I'm covering up my legs and stuff because I'm freezing while I'm driving. I mean, these were not fun days. I have some interviews, I'm pumping myself up and remembering all the things I loved about real estate and what I'm good at and all that good stuff. So, and I'm progressing through these interviews and I'm pretty sure something's going to happen. But in the meantime, because interviewing always takes longer than you think it's going to, I get a client. I have a referral from a former client, and then that former client comes back and I'm like, oh, well, this is interesting. Now that I've decided to close my business, I'm starting to get business. And then I had an interview with somebody that was kind of adjacent to real estate, but all my real estate expertise was important to them, but it was virtual. So, but it was also only part-time, and I'm just like, I can't take it anymore. I gotta have a full-time job and really get money coming in. And then COVID hit, right? So we're shut down in Pennsylvania anyway. Real estate was not an essential service. So everybody's, closing up shop, locking up their doors. Nobody can sell their houses. Nobody can do anything. So obviously all my interviews dried up immediately, except this one virtual situation, remote situation. And so I took that. So just like slowly but surely, instead of getting a full-time job, back in a career I loved, but it wasn't what I wanted to do anymore, I just slowly but surely used that side hustle to help me build my business again. And then I ended up coming back to California, which was my dream anyway. And then I got my apartment here that I'm in right now. I'm 2 blocks from the beach. When I got my stuff out of storage after 2.5 years, it was fantastic, and my business keeps growing. And so I am doing what I love to do most in the world that changes people's lives. I mean, being with my clients when they have those breakthrough moments is such a thrill. And when I say all that to say this is available to you, and I can help you get there 100%. Okay? So put something down in the comments if you're intrigued by this, or if you're in a challenging situation right now and you're not sure there's any way out, because I'm telling you, there were so many times I was just like, there's no point in even talking to anybody about this because I've thought of all the angles and there's no way out. I'm fucked, So I get that. So let me know if you're there. Or if, maybe you have a little hope, but you don't know why or where it's coming from, or maybe it's not a big life chapter or a big business or career thing. Maybe it's something smaller. I have so many people who work with me on a regular basis just to simply make their lives easier. It's kind of like working with a personal trainer at the gym. I mean, some people do it, to run a marathon or do something big, and I coach people through big things like that. And then other people just keep working with a trainer because they know they get more out of their workouts. They're learning more about their body. They're expanding what they even imagine their bodies can do. And that's what happens when people work with me. So I am inviting you to book the free 15-minute call. The link is over there in my description for this video, or drop something that you're interested, you want to talk to me, whatever, in the comments, because there is hope. You don't need to be stuck in something that feels like there's no way out, because trust me, together we can find a way out. Thanks for being here with this video with me. Please put some comments below. I can't wait to hear from you, and I will see you in the next video.